So for my project, I looked at the teacher stress inventory by Schutz and Long. They revised it for the last time in 1988, but the issue is that researchers are still using it today in their research, and I question whether or not it is a valid tool considering it's over 30 years old since it has last been revised. So for this, I reached out to a few teachers that I know and ended up only getting responses from two very experienced teachers in Bristol Bay, Alaska. They are both secondary teachers, and I asked them for some demographic information, and then I asked them to look over the teacher stress inventory and to give me their opinion on what needs to be changed. They both, I have it pulled up over here, they both said that, well, let me back up. The teacher stress inventory is made up of 36 questions, and it uses a Likert scale of 1 to 5, with 1 never, 2 rare, 3 sometimes, 4 often, and 5 always. And then, for example, the first question is, I can predict what will be expected of me in my work tomorrow. And then you pick the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And so through that, they both read through it, and they both felt that questions number 10 was confusing. It states, I have to buck a rule or policy in order to carry it out. And Paula Niedermeyer, one of them, suggested that it be rephrased to say something along the lines of, I have to break a rule or policy in order to complete my job requirements. And Jody Doster was just like, what the heck does that mean? And so that one, I found it interesting that both of them felt that question was awkwardly worded. The other question that they both singled out was question number 7. Question number 7 says, the criteria of performance for my job are too high. Paula Niedermeyer suggested that it be rephrased, the performance requirements for my job are too high, and Jody Doster suggested that it be removed entirely as, in her opinion, it did not pertain to the teaching profession. Both of them felt that questions concerning administration and support of administration needed to be added. There was, I think, only one question that included administrators. Paula Niedermeyer's recommendation was to add a question about being supported by administration concerning changes that happen in the school, and Doster suggested adding a question about changing administration and about how schools who have frequent administrator turnover could lead to higher level stress in teachers. They have a lot of turnover in teachers and administrators up there. So to me, the fact that both of them were able to single out 2 of those questions says that the teacher stress inventory needs to be updated, and that I don't think that it is a valid tool currently, that it needs to be updated. As far as the research connected to it, there's nothing out there that specifically digs into, is this still a valid tool? It hasn't been revised since 1988. Numerous researchers are still using it. Let's see, there was 2 studies done in 2020, one in 2019, and then one in 2008 that have been using the teacher stress inventory. 3 of them mentioned that they did test the validity of the tool, but I question how they tested that validity. I would like to know more about that. And also, all of them were using the teacher stress inventory along with at least 1, often 2 or 3 other instruments in their research. So there's nothing to test the teacher stress inventory's validity as a tool, as a standalone tool by itself. So that is an area where the research is lacking and needs to be updated. So in conclusion, it's due for an update.